Hey guys, welcome back. We got a new turn. It's turn 37, and we are storming Sawaiiki. So let's see what happens. It's about outside Sawaiiki. The wolves have done their job. And there's a battle inside Sawaiiki. Ooh, got their god. Oh, and we did it. This is fresh. I just watched it, so I had no idea how this actually went. It seems we were a little like farm with plenty, goddammit. Dying forest. That's good. We got lucky with site searching this turn. Thunder Oak. It's an Air 1 site. Oh, buddy. Oh, we finally got Rotterdam's score graphs too. And let's see how we did on the rest of our rating. Who is this lady? Oh, this is who was left in the, this is the province adjacent to the cap. And we wanted to get this in case we failed the cap assault and we had somewhere to retreat to. And this one was right here. Yeah, it looks like we really caught them with their pants down. What's funny is they never asked me for a nap. There were times where I would have given it to them. I wouldn't have given it to them right before I was going to attack, but I don't know. For a long portion of the Tartary War, I probably would have given them a nap. And then they would have at least known this was coming. Oh, we get to see the Yes final battle here. Oh, he's probing the inside. He wants to be cautious. Oh my god. A celestial fox. I think this is the pretender god. That's kind of cool. Of course, the AI not putting gems on anything. But they do have... These are pretty good, these poison spray. But yes, it's going to have poison resistance. Okay, thug gear on some of these. I probably made some of this thug gear. But this doesn't look familiar. Okay, none of this looks familiar. I made the Rings of Fire, I think. I think that's my contribution. Oh, we did it, boys. We fucking did it. For advance, we got some gold. Oh, man. Bloodhinged Druids have been defeated, and their treasure's been stolen. We got 4 nature gems and a totem shield. And we got an adventurer. We also got some fucking minus income. Okay, it's the shitty adventurer. That's unfortunate. She can lead your rangers. And we got Umbro, Jade Sorceress. Okay. So that's it. That's what happened. One thing I want to show you, which I haven't been able to show you, is this is what my turn looks like when I log in. And he's like, look how many research items we made, guys. This is one turn of production. That's why our research is going to go fucking crazy. Like right now, look, it's 11:46. Watch this shit. This is how we do it. Actually, I think if possible, we want to keep the lanterns alone. I was putting them on people with quotes. I do not want to put lanterns on people with mentors, because there's a chance that, you know, the mentors get killed. Making our research not suck feels good. Oh, just the item production. Oh, the item production. All right. Look at this. 1350 is my guess. 1300. Yeah, look at all that. And Sawaiiki is now ours. They seem to have been attacked by Pangea. And they fortified on top of this. So I'm actually kind of glad. I was going to send a small force here, but I didn't because I was kind of being a bitch. So anyway, we have success here. We have a fair bit of money, which is nice. This is pretty good disposable income for turn 37. This is after recruitment stuff, so we're going to make sure we have production going, because I kind of had some production turned off. Because we're going to need all of that and more. I think we're going here. We're going here. I don't think I'm going to make Rangers again. I don't think Rangers are really going to be good against Kalem, and they're not going to be terribly good against Vanheim. Right now, I'm planning on being at peace with Vanheim for a while, but we'll see. We did not pop this fort yet. Let's see what the battle report was here. So this first one, yeah, they killed 100, and these Ayalis or whatever just murdered. What killed all these? Oh, it was the fire elementals that killed them. That was why nobody got credit. The amp's actually pretty clutch here. Let's take a look at our dragon. Oh, we've got a lot of corpses here. The nice thing is, and this is what our plan was, is rather than keep using Mr. Wiggles, we are going to start summoning vampires. So we finally get to turn that on. And yeah, we get to start raiding. Kalem we're going to bump into real fast. Kalem is at least over here. Find out. We'll find out. But anyway, very good turn for us. I guess we'll play some of it. We'll play some of it. One thing I want to do is I want to drop some of these Earth Gems off. So we don't need them anymore to cast Legions of Steel because we're Conjuration 3. Walter didn't find any magic sites. We're one turn from Conjuration 5, and then it'll be up the long trek to Conjuration 8. The other thing I may do... a Dryad. Okay, it's an Oceania Scout. Oh man, there's a missing force here from Atlantis. Atlantis had a big force here before. I don't know what they did. Hopefully they lost the battle, but I'm doubtful. We've got 2 months left on this. We're preaching. I think we're going to have another guy preach. We're having a mage come in this turn. He'll be able to build a fort next turn. I guess the other thing I want to make sure is we're upgrading all these things. So upgrade to Citadel. We're not upgrading all our forts to Citadels, but if they're in a 20k population province, we're going to. This one's already under construction. This one... yeah, this one's already under construction here. This guy's doing it. We need to get some blood slaves back home. And we're going to site search. I guess we can do part of this turn together because we haven't really done that in a while. Some of these mages we had making Alquils. We're getting close. I think last turn, we can actually go back and check. I want to see how much my research is going to jump. We're turn 37. We're at 1,300. I think last turn we were at we might have even been lower. I think we might have gone up more than 200. 36. We were at, yeah, 1091. So we went up more than 200, potentially. You know, we'll have to see how we assign mages out. But... well, actually, we'll do this one live on the server. Let me get out of here. But he did kill off all my wolves. That kind of makes me sad. This always takes a while to load. So anyway, good turn. Very, very good turn. We needed that. We needed that. Sorry, Sawaiiki, man. You're a nice dude. But just like real vampires, we get hungry. Now, one thing I did want to check, and one thing we'll go ahead and queue up, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to send this guy over here. I want to see what throne this is. Very curious. And here we have to make decisions, like, what do we do? I want to see if we could... What's the map move on them? 14? And what's the move to get here? Ooh, 14. Oh, wait, that shouldn't be so far. Why is it 24? I guess 2 forests, and one of them is into enemy land. So I think what we're going to do is I'm probably going to stealth move part of the army into here, and then we'll hit this up next turn. And we're going to bring reinforcements out this way. We're going to bring this army... We're going to bring some of them here and some of them here. And... got a lot of unrest here on their capital. I don't think we have... We still have a few wolves left. So we can use some of these wolves to patrol down the capital. Well, that is exactly how you want a war to go, guys. You don't want it to be fair. You want it to be fast. You want it to be real fast. Got a bunch of wolves here, too. So actually, we can totally pop this fort with just the wolves. And these guys are actually going to be really good at sieging. So I think what we do is we're going to bring these guys in here. Like so. I don't think we even need... Well, do I really want to do this with just Ghoul Guardians? Not really. They could have priests inside that could banish me. I think we'll go ahead and do 20 PD here. This we're upgrading to a Citadel. This one we haven't upgraded to a Citadel. This one we haven't. We've got mage recruitment going on over here. I think here I actually want to ramp this up to these guys. We've got these 2 guys preaching, so our Dominion's here at least now. We'll go through and do the site searching stuff later, but I think I probably need to raid this too. The problem is I don't really know what's here. But it's a pretty nice province. It's got this Cave of Ghouls. And there's a decent chance I'm going to be bumping Calum. The other thing I'm definitely going to want to do is start recruiting units here. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on. And I need to get a priest over here. So I think one of these priests is going to take all the gems. Oh, nice. We can just drop these things here. I forgot there's a lab. So we can start foreign recruiting mages here. One of the priests is going to come over here. And we can drop these off. This Jade Amazon has done her job. We'll watch the battle again. We'll talk about some of the finer details for the important part. Like, I'll let you see the buff cycle for my god and stuff. It's a little embarrassing when you're in a good mood when things go well, and you're in a bad mood when things don't go well. But I'm definitely like that. I wish I could be cool and level-headed all the time and, like, not be in a bad mood when things are good. Or when things were bad. Oh, air elementals. I didn't see all that. They summoned a lot of air elementals on our back line. But little air elementals die reasonably quickly. We're lucky because these crossbows... Okay, I was wondering why it took my dragon a while to get back here. And part of that was from having to kill these air elementals. He's probably going to have diseased a lot of these guys, yeah. These guys are... Yeah, a lot of these guys got diseased. But such is the cost of great power. But anyway, he got quickness and moss body. I think moss body's been popped. But he's got quickness on him. It's actually nice to put Gift of Hair on him. I actually made a calculator for figuring out tramples per turn. And it's kind of interesting because it mostly comes from quickness, but increasing your combat speed also does marginally increase your tramples per turn. So technically I should try to get Gift of the Hair on him too. But yeah, Moss Body's gone already. But you can see these guys are getting tore up from trample. That guy's dead, this guy's dead, that guy's dead. This Imp's just doing huge amounts of work. I'm telling you guys, Imps is a good spell. Sometimes. Sometimes it's horrible. These, I think, are his cap-only mages. Yeah. Let's take a look at his god, too, see if he was going to do anything. I think if you're technically, like, trying to survive here as best you can, you have to magic phaser out. I don't know if you had to do it before, but... or teleport or cloud trapeze, but I think you magic phase out of here. Yoink! That arrow sniped her in the face. So... I want to get this, but quite frankly, we don't have enough stuff, I don't think. I think what we do here is we just chill out, we wait for a fight, we reinforce. We probably go ahead and attack this and maybe this. We'll have to see. I might try to take these with just imps. Maybe I take this one with just imps. Some bodyguards. But we're going to need to... The other thing that would be kind of interesting would be gatewaying in. I think I got one of these Glue Guardians here this turn, so I think we're going to go ahead and bring these. These will be pretty useful for fighting Kalem. Or just taking out air elementals. So we're going to go ahead and get them moving this way. This is the thing I do every turn with Ulm. I'll show you what you do. You alt-click them, and that selects all of that unit type, and then you hit Shift-U, and that tells them all to summon allies. And then so you don't keep them as a group, you hit A, and then you hit A again, and that deselects everybody, so that now you select them individually. It's a lot faster than having to scroll through and figure out which ones you just got for Ulm. Anyway, these guys are coming back home. We're patrolling Unrest here. We're patrolling Unrest here. We're doing God's work. If God's work, we're harvesting virgins for sacrifice. Turtle Village. The Burial Mound. Let's take a look at our score graphs. We haven't looked at these in a while, but you can see we're doing pretty good. And here was the Great Elfing. So, yeah, our score graph's looking mighty, 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 mighty fine. We're catching up now to, yes, this is probably like way up here. Forts looking good. Income looking very good. Gym income looking extra fine. Look at that. Research. This is Rotterdam. So Rotterdam actually has been matching us in research, which is crazy. But you can see our research slope is starting to go nuts. Let's look at Rotterdam. Provinces, here they are. They're actually pretty big. They're bigger than I thought. They would not, this is big enough where they would not be easy food at all. Which I was kind of thinking they would be. And I've talked with Rotterdam, and Rotterdam, everybody's worried about Kalem for a good reason. Because having a huge, Kalem's the biggest person on the continent. He's probably about the same size I am. Probably a little bit bigger. But, you know, he's like all right here. And the bad thing about that is he neighbors everybody for him. And nobody likes having Kalem next to them because they're always worried about getting birded. And getting birded sucks. What getting birded means is you have these map move 2 guys that are going to jump around and pop your forts. It's horrible. It's like the worst. So anyway, Rotterdam is interested in yoinking Kalem. And I think he would attack from this front. Kailasa, who is in this region in India, which is fitting, they are interested in yoinking. They have a kind of big front with Kalem right here. So they want to yoink all of this stuff. And then I could yoink this stuff. So between that, we kind of are going to get almost all of Kalem. Anyway, that's in the works. We'll see if it actually plays out. But, yeah. So, good turn. We're starting vampire production and Sawaiiki. We can probably put these up for now, because we don't really have great locations for them. This actually would not be a horrible place to send the wolves, in case we bump But unless we bump Caleb, in which case it would not be great. I think nobody from this army, except for maybe these mages, are going to move backwards. I need to move troops forwards. That's an important thing. And we probably would have killed this group. The other thing we have to get ready for is like how we're going to deal with Caleb, with Caleb. Like, one of the things we can do, and I think I mentioned this before, is Cursed Idol. So it may be that I need to go ahead and empower somebody. By somebody, I mean this lady. I think we need to empower her in death. Because she's going to make my Arak amulet, and she'll also make... We also probably need to have a golem by then. Because I'm going to want to put the Arak amulet on a golem or some mindless unit. Anyway. We also probably want to remote site search our lands. I don't know if I'm ready to pull the trigger on that because it's going to slow my research down. But potentially I could take a big portion of these S1s and start arcane probing. But I don't want to arcane probe where I've already done 4. But if I've only done 1, I can start hitting that with arcane probing, maybe. If it's not a place like this, because a place like this I could do a crystal coin in a hat and get it to 4. But yeah, I think there's obviously some armies we're still going to have to fight, but... and there's things we have to worry about, like air elementals. And you can see he's got, like, this army has a fair amount of Quanta Diviners, which are his Air 2 mage. So we're going to actually... I don't think we can get somebody over here. Yeah. This is going to be tricky. I think we actually have to do a fair amount of PD here. Like maybe 20-something. Because he's going to probably summon air elementals on us and all of that jazz. And we have to move a sizable force here. We're going to do a tiny little raiding party this way. There's a decent chance Van tries to hit this. Which we're not going to be appreciative of. I don't want to send my dragon there, and that's for goddamn sure. Once I have my vampires, it'll be a lot easier to raid, too. We've waited a really long time, turn 37 to get our vampires out. But it's fine. I think, if anything I've shown, you don't need vampires to be good with late age Ulm. They're nice, but they're not required. At least not at the beginning. But they sure would have been really nice. So, I think I've sent... Did I get... Okay, I'm also making items for Kailasa, and he has not sent me payment. He's told me what items he wants me to make, though. Got a totem shield. Let's take a look at the totem shield. I think they buffed it. Curse attacker? Oh no, they just reduced the cost. Great. I guess we can still find use for it. Sometimes we just need a shield. So anyway, that's it, guys. Sometimes it's fun doing it hot off the press before I've done my turn, and there's much to talk about. And that's what we did here. So I will see you guys next time. Cheers.